Film tracks how underground cassettes, we remember these, and CDs brought hip-hop to the mainstream. That all started with party tapes, recordings of DJ sets that were distributed around New York City. Here's a look.
There had to be people who were selectors. You had club DJs. You waited all week for that Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, whatever it was, to hear the best music and to be exposed to music you did not know of.
And just hearing it live, just hearing the MC on the mic live and the DJ bringing the record back and forth, and you could hear the crowd in the background. Oh man, I was mesmerized.
Mesmerized is right. That's what music does. Paramount Plus is part of our parent company, Paramount Global, as you know, Jadakiss and Tony Touch, who's also a producer on Mixtape. Join us live and in color in the studio. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
Jadakiss, I want to start with you because you said to me that without mixtapes, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't have a career. What do you mean?
Starting off along my journey, it was hard to, be heard. And then once we finally got signed at Bad Boy, Puff had so much stuff going on, so many hits and things going on in the label that we was waiting our turn. I like to say in the incubator.
In the incubator, yeah.
So, instead of having so much time on our hands to do nothing, we wanted to be heard and get some music out there. We were able to do mixtapes, and that kind of catapulted us up while they had us in the incubator and got the world ready.
Incubator could take a long time. I like how you do this gesture, in the incubator.
Yeah.
And so then, Tony, what did you do? What was your process?
My process was just keep it by ear to the street, paying attention to up and coming artists such as the Locks and anything that was new and fresh. I just wanted to be first.
So you would put it on the tapes. You would put it on these tapes, and then you would just distribute it all around the city. Is that?
Yeah. Pretty much, back then we had so many mom and pop stores and record stores all over the city. It was easy to just get it out there.
And the goal, guys, it didn't seem to be at the time, the goal didn't seem to be about making money. Although this turned to be very lucrative.
Yeah.
But that didn't seem to be the goal back then, or was it?
No, the goal was, I'll never forget, Crazy Legs told me, we just wanted ghetto celebrity status. We just wanted to be popular in the hood, and for us, that was the win.
Well, it worked because you've had impact in the doc. You're shouted out by DJ Khaled, Shaq, Mike Tyson, so many others in the film. But really explain how without the mixtape, we wouldn't be where we are with hip-hop.
Yeah,
right?
No way. I mean, there was no internet. There were no radio stations playing this music back in the day, or very minimal, especially on a global level. So these mixtapes were able to get the music out there all over the world. And people...
it was in London. It was in Paris. Yeah.
Well, we're in New York. This is the mecca for shopping, right? Clothing, music. Yeah. So everybody came to New York to shop and then take everything back with them.
Yeah.
And that's how the cassettes spread and the music
spread.
Or
as somebody said in the documentary, it was kind of like the Spotify of our time, right? Or the internet, because, it just didn't exist before that. But I think one of the things, certainly the kids don't appreciate anymore, is that you couldn't do this until the technology came along to make recording and to make these tapes possible. I mean, this was just not doable up until mass production of mixtapes.
Old school, hand in hand.
Yeah. But when did you realize you could make money off of them? Giving them out at mom and pop stores is one thing. When did somebody start offering money?
I think it was a domino effect of watching DJs like Kid Capri and seeing how it built from there. We shout out to the pioneers, Kid Capri and Brucey B and these guys with Clark Kent, of course. These guys were first, and then we all fed off of each other, and we saw that they were making noise and getting popular and making money. We're like, hey, I could do this, And it would start off with one record store in your neighborhood that would sell 10 copies for you. You make $100, and from there it's like the second record store. And then.
But Jadakiss, talk about working with Tony, because I know that people would just say, here, I like this little thing about here, we're not getting anywhere, so please do something with it. Talk about the process of the two of you working together and why it works so well.
It goes hand in glove with the MC and the DJ. We need each other.
Yeah.
He can send the production, or he might hear me on Kiss. I think you sound really good on this track. Something you can't even really imagine, and then he knows what to do with it from there. Like with the mixtape, he sent me the Tonight's the Night track, that a Redman song. And I think I stopped in my tracks like, really? I can rap over this and they're going to clear it and it's not going to be a problem? Let's get this done. So,
can you believe 50 years later we are still celebrating hip-hop, which is still very relevant and still very important today? Can you believe 50 years?
It's amazing.
When they said this isn't going anywhere.
Yeah,
Tony?
It's a dream for sure. You know, again, we didn't do this for notoriety or, I mean, for money or anything like that. We just did it for passion and, you know, we love the art and the culture, and it just took off from there, you know.
And Kiss, you still love the arts and the culture. The Lox have new music coming?
Yeah, we got new music. We're working on new
When?
Right now, we're trying to get it out by this year. I got new solo music. You know.
Still putting out mixtapes, Tony?
Absolutely, yeah. We use
What are the
digital
ingredients of a good mixtape?
I kept the same formula, just a variety of new, fresh artists, new, fresh music, and then we use platforms like Mixcloud, SoundCloud now. Since there are no record stores now, we have to use these digital platforms, but it's important.
You're still creating, as you say, Brooklyn be everywhere.
That's right. You see it. You see it.
Sure.
Thank you both, Jadakiss and Tony Touch. Mixtape, really knockout, streaming right now exclusively on Paramount Plus. And Tony Touch presents the Def Tape, the film's official soundtrack, which is also available now, and also, no bias here, very good. The film tracks how underground cassettes